All together we can do a namaskar to Shri Mataji and raise our kundalini and give ourselves 7 bandhas. Possiamo fare namaskar e alzarci la kundalini e darci 7 bandha. We can put both our hands on the ground, on the Mother Earth, and we can pray to Shri Ganesha and Shri Adibhumi Devi to sustain our spiritual journey. Portiamo l'attenzione sulla Madre Terra, su Shri Ganesha e Shri Adibhumi Devi. Possiamo chiedere con molta umiltà per favore di sostenere il nostro percorso spirituale. Mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can put our right hand on the lap and keep our left hand on the ground. Possiamo portare la nostra mano destra sul ginocchio e mantenere la mano sinistra sulla terra. We can pray to Shri Kartikeya, please destroy all the negativities within me. Possiamo pregare a Shri Kartikeya per favore di distruggere tutte le negatività che sono presenti dentro di noi. Mantra to Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can put both our hands on our laps. Possiamo riportare le mani sulle ginocchia. Mantra to Shri Nirmala Vidya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we will read the mantras to destroy the negativities. Adesso leggeremo i mantra per distruggere le negatività. Colei che distrugge tutti i nemici, the one who destroys all enemies. Without Shri, senza Shri, Shatru Mardini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shatru Mardini Namo Namaha. La Dea Madre, the Divine Goddess, Shri Ambika Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ambika Devi Namo Namaha. La distruttrice di Madhu, the destroyer of Madhu. Without Shri, senza Shri, Madhu Sudana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Madhu Sudana Namo Namaha. La distruttrice del demone Taraka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Tarakasura Saunhantri Namo Namaha. La distruttrice di Shumba e Nishumba, the destroyer of Shumba and Nishumba. Shri Nishumba Shumba Saunhantri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishumba Shumba Saunhantri Namo Namaha. La madre dell'universo, the mother of the universe, Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba Namo Namaha. la salvatrice dai Rakshasa, the savior from the Rakshasas, Shri Rakshakari. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Rakshakari Namo Namaha. La distruttrice dei Rakshasa, the destroyer of Rakshasas, Shri Rakshasagni. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Rakshasagni Namo Namaha. Colei che sconfisse Chanda e Munda, the destroyer of Chanda and Munda, Shri Chamunda. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chamunda Namo Namaha. La distruttrice dei demoni Madhu e Kaitaba, the destroyer of the demons Madhu and Kaitaba. Without Shri, senza Shri, Madhu Kaitaba Hantri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Madhu Kaitaba Hantri Namo Namaha. La distruttrice del demone Narakasura, the destroyer of the demon Narakasura. Without Shri, senza Shri, Narakantaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Narakantaka Namo Namaha. Il potere distruttivo combinato di Shri Shiva, Shakti e di Shri Kartikeya. The destructive power of Shri Shiva, Shri Shakti and Shri Kartikeya. Shri Shiva, Shakti Putra Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Shakti Putra Kartikeya Namo Namaha. Il distruttore di tutte le forze negative, the destroyer of all the negative forces, Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Namo Namaha. La distruttrice di tutti i demoni, the destroyer of all the demons. Without Shri, senza Shri, Sarvasura Mardini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarvasura Mardini Namo Namaha. La distruttrice di tutte le negatività, the destroyer of all the negativities. Without Shri, senza Shri, Sarva Bada Vinashini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Bada Vinashini Namo Namaha. La distruttrice dei falsi guru, the destroyer of all the false gurus. Without Shri, senza Shri, Sarva Asatya Guru Mardini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Satya Guru Mardini Namo Namaha. La distruttrice di ogni tipo di paura, the destroyer of all fears. Without Shri, senza Shri, Sarva Bhaya Harini Rudra Rupa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Bhaya Harini Rudra Rupa Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
I'm sorry for being late. I did not know that this program is in a beautiful place like this. And here you see a beautiful painting of Michelangelo expressing the desire of the divine, your Father, to save you, to help you out. And it's working out. In Germany, we have had very great aggressive happenings. And that brought forth a devastating effect on the Western life, all over. The value systems were broken. The idea of Dharma was disturbed. Women started behaving like men, and so many people died. Very young people died, very, very young. All their desires were not fulfilled. All their life gave them nothing but war. That was a kind of a heat wave that came, destroying all the subtler things. When the nature gets its respite or is angry, it destroys only gross things. But when human beings start destroying, they destroy even the subtler things like your value system, your character, your chastity, your innocence, your forbearance. So now the war is on the subtler level. We have to now understand that all these things have brought such a shattering effect in the West, on the Western personality. So the first effort one has to do is to repair it, to put it straight, make it stand on its own legs. Because people lost their personality, their tradition. They had no moorings, no roots. And they started moving towards anything that was brought in as some sort of a intellectual experience. The women became very independent and they thought they can work out their own problems. That they thought they can become like men. Here the problem started, even in a worse way. Because woman is a woman, and a very little thing which is called a man in her. And when she tries to avoid what she has and develop something that she has very little, then she becomes funny. But she may be possessed by so many men who are dead. The desire to become manly can attract so many bhuts who want to enter into woman's mind. And when they enter, they have the garb of a woman and mind of a devil. And the women can not see it, because maybe with those devilish things in the worldly way they might be successful. They might be better off. Maybe they can dominate everyone. They might become meticulous like men, absolutely matter of fact, very neat, tidy, clean, devoid of all beauty and sweetness. Then these women ultimately become like vampires. So though the war is over, it is working through the women of Germany, I think. I had heard this attack had come before also, and there were women called as Amazonic. Now that history is repeating itself again. The other day I had an interview with a German lady, and I was amazed at her attitude, because I felt she is still a Nazi in her, some Nazi booth is sitting in her. She was a double personality. One way she was talking sweetly, another way she was a Nazi. And a fascist. Very cunningly, they have got arguments. The first thing they can do is to say that we are siding with downtrodden people, like India. Indians are Aryans, we are Aryans, and we are people who are sympathizing with the Aryans. Indians are spiritual people. And they feel they are like Indians, of all the things. Can you believe it? The quality of life should improve, is the point. The quality of men is different from that of women. I have told you many a times. And if women try to be manly, then they cannot achieve anything proper. We have had many like this. You have seen Mao's wife. You have seen Mrs. Chiang Kai-shek. Now this new lady, Carlos her name is, Marcos. So many women like that. They always make a mess of things when they try to be manly. In the history we have many women. In India, women are very well equipped. We have had women like Jhansi Ki Rani who fought against the British. She was a widow. She tied her child on her back and fought the British. They say that her horse jumped from 180 feet from the turret of a fort And the Britishers have written down that though we have got Jhansi, the victory comes to us, but glory goes to Jhansi Ki Rani. We have had great women in India. Like Noor Jahan was another great woman. We had Chand Bibi, Ahilya Bai, but they were all women. They didn't have ego of men.
We can put our right hand on our heart, portiamo la nostra mano sul cuore. Mother, please give me the detachment. Mother, I am the spirit. I am not this mind, not this body, not these thoughts. Madre, ti prego di donarmi il distacco, poiché io sono lo spirito, non sono questa mente, non sono questo corpo, non sono questi pensieri. Shri Shiva Parvati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can put our right hand on the forehead, possiamo mettere la mano sulla fronte and say few times, I forgive. Possiamo dire un paio di volte, io perdono. I forgive everyone, everything, and most of all, I forgive myself. Io perdono tutto, tutti, ma soprattutto perdono me stesso. Shri Mary Jesus. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's now put our attention on the Sahasrara. We can do a little massage on the top of our head. Possiamo portare l'attenzione sul Sahasrara e fare un piccolo massaggio con la mano sopra la nostra testa. Shri Mataji, please be in our hearts and please open our Sahasraras so that we can enjoy all your divine blessings, all your divine love, all your divine joy. Shri Mataji, ti prego di entrare nel nostro cuore e di aprire tutti i nostri Sahasrara, così che possiamo gioire di tutte le tue benedizioni, tutto il tuo amore, tutta la tua gioia. We can sing the three great mantras. Possiamo cantare i tre grandi mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can keep our attention on the Sahasrara and enjoy this silence for a few minutes. Possiamo mantenere l'attenzione sul Sahasrara e rimanere in silenzio per alcuni minuti. Jai Shri Mataji. All together we can do Namaskar to Shri Mataji and raise our Kundalini and give ourselves 7 bandhas. Collettivamente possiamo fare un Namaskar a Shri Mataji e alzarci la Kundalini e darci 7 bandha. Jai Shri Mataji.